Of the approximately 23 dogs that we have, 7 of them are under a year old. And that includes Sky. She's about 5 to 6 months old. She's one of the younger dogs on the adoption floor right now. She is a chocolate and white pit bull mix. She has a beautiful coat, and she also has those great light blue eyes that are typical of huskies or Australian shepherds. So she definitely has a very distinctive, very attractive look. But she is one of the shyer dogs on the floor. She takes a little bit more time to warm up, definitely can startle a little bit more easily at loud noises and fast motions and things of that nature. So for that reason, we're saying like no small children, just because the crying and things that infants and toddlers might do could be a little bit jarring for her, or younger kids kind of coming up and startling her while she's asleep or laying on her might not be the best thing for her. At least at this point. But with any young dog, it's really important to make sure that you're socializing them and teaching them that all kids mean good things. So they see a kid, they get a treat, that type of stuff. They see, a car, they hear the doorbell, they're getting treats. So that they're learning that all these things in their life are good, to kind of help reduce that kind of shyness and fear and kind of boost their confidence. She is a puppy, so obviously she's going to need some training on basic manners and things like that. And that's going to be also very helpful for helping her to gain some confidence. Right now, she's by herself, but she doesn't seem to have any issues or troubling reactions when walking past the other dogs. So if you're looking to add a younger dog to an existing dog household, that hopefully shouldn't be an issue with her either.
So her behavior assessment indicates that she doesn't keep her kennel clean. Should adopters just assume she's not house trained? Is that correct?
Yeah. So it's especially a big thing when it's a puppy, right? Like she hasn't been in a home obviously for very long. Coming into our facility as a stray, she hasn't had a lot of structure to be house trained. It's not great to assume that a 5-month-old dog's going to be house trained. But any of the dogs that are in the shelter, we always want our adopters to assume that they're not house trained, even if they were previously owned and were at one point perfectly house trained. Once they've been in a kennel environment for a period of time, they start to know that they can go to the bathroom in their kennel, because we're just not always here when they need to go out. It's not like when you're at home, your dog comes up to you and paws at you, I have to go out, you take them out, or they're on a very set routine. So you always want to assume that you're going to have to put some of that house training effort into whatever dog that you get. Unfortunately, one of our adult dogs, Jazzy, was just recently returned for that. We want to make sure, again, everybody understands that all of the dogs that you're getting from a shelter, you should assume that you're going to have to do some house training. If you're up for the challenge of a puppy, then you want to meet Sky, you can do so by booking that appointment. And the web address for that is going to be visitfcac.as.me.